the ship. Let me see something. Haven't logged in it since the last DLC. So. Ah! 1 second. Alright. Yeah, okay, it should be okay on the bottom, because I can't see up top. Is this the Wall of Swords? I can't remember if that was my newest one. I think so. What's my... Oh, I'm like 5 pounds to the limit. Let me... you have to go to your room to transfer stuff?
Before you pull. You're anticipating. You...
Of course I'm anticipating it. What if I shoot a friend on accident?
That's on account of your stance. You want to lean into it. Embrace it. Work.
Let's see. We're gonna just transfer some stuff. I guess a lot of this I ain't really wearing at all. So if I need a stat gain in something, it'll be fine, I think. Plus, make room for new stuff. Let's go ahead and starting from weapons. Put all that. Oh no! Ah! Transfer. Okay. Much better.
Trying to tune a belt?
No.
Here. Stand like me.
Impeccable timing, Captain. I was about to watch the latest episode in Halcyon Helen's thrilling serial adventure. Welcome back, Captain. How can I be of assistance?
You mentioned an Aetherway drama? I'd like to see it.
Certainly, Captain. I was hoping you would ask.
It was the law-forsaken parasites. I had become obsessed. My quest to stop them. To avenge my partner, Philip. And my ex-partner, Bernice. And Lieutenant Jurgen. And those 2 informants had brought me to Rizzo's distillery. But it wasn't just the triple distilled deliciousness of Rizzo's Spectrum brand vodka that I found there. It was death. I made sure the Brain Eaters paid the price. But at what cost to me? It's you.
This is the Halcyon News Network with breaking news. Halcyon Helen has been murdered. Administrator Ludovico of Rizzo's refused to answer the big question on everyone's mind. Who will Spectrum Vodka's next spokesperson be? Claiming that a special investigation must be concluded first.
Captain, we have a communication coming in from one Administrator Ludovico.
Get off the transmission, Cedric. we agreed to let me do the negotiating. Law be with you, friend. I am Administrator Ludovico of the famed Eridanos Atmospheric Complex. But there's no need to stand on formality. You may address me as Mr.
Let's see. How about I just call you
How
Lou?
about not?
Okay,
I apologize if I've struck too familiar a tone for your tastes. Let me get right to the point. Halcyon Helen is dead. Murdered. Her death is the tragedy of our lifetime. As the face of our new product line, her murder is a stain on the Rizzo's brand. She was scheduled to unveil our newest product, Spectrum Brown, before this tragic event. But we cannot move forward with our unveiling until we apprehend the killer.
Why are you contacting me? The board doesn't like me very much.
Captain Hawthorne, Sublight's favorite freelancer. I'm such an admirer of your work. Cedric Kincannon, Sublight Underground. I'm so glad we're hiring a third-party investigator. No one wants to see a troop of UDL guards stomping all over my hotel, least of all me. The murder of Halcyon Helen is a heinous assault on this colony. I look forward to watching you find the miscreant responsible and drag them out of the shadows.
I can't remember if I've heard of this. I've never heard of
Don't
Sublight
worry.
Underground.
You and I are going to become very close acquaintances. I run the Grand Colonial Hotel and Perea Spaceport. Ludovico and I are business partners, in a manner of speaking. Eridanos is our shared responsibility.
Eridanos is not our shared responsibility. Eridanos is my responsibility, to which you and your organization have latched on like a parasite.
Ludovico, you wound me. I'm establishing rapport with our new contractor. Let's not give him the impression that you can't be trusted.
Do you really want to do this right now, Cedric? You want to antagonize me while I'm negotiating a contract. Because I promise you, I'll win.
I'm tempted to let them argue.
We
Yeah,
can
let
do
them argue.
this anytime you want. I'll even make an appointment. I'm sure your schedule's wide open. What with your product launch being indefinitely delayed due to unforeseen murder.
All right, Cedric. If that's how you want to behave, I have no choice but to file an official reprimand on your permanent record.
Oh, please do. I'd love an official reprimand from a failed executive. Could you do me a favor and have it laminated?
Could we please stop this nonsense? Captain, I'm Constable Maria Keene. Hiring a third-party investigator was my idea. I've been studying your dossier. You're a talented diplomat. You know how to ask questions, and you have a gift for getting answers without resorting to violence. As far as I'm concerned, you're the ideal inspector for this case.
Inspector Greatness. I like the sound of that.
I'm pleased to hear that. The future of our complex may depend on your success. I'll leave you in the constable's care. Mr. Kincannon and I must have a word.
Fine. But Rizzo's is paying for that hotel room.
I can't tell you how grateful I am for your help. And even though they may not show their gratitude, I know Administrator Ludovico and Mr. Kincannon appreciate your involvement. Mr. Kincannon could lose his spaceport if board authorities took over the investigation, and if Rizzo's is forced to cancel its unveiling, we might never recover.
You seem competent. You could have dealt
I
with this.
represent the law, Captain. But what's happening between Mr. Kincannon and the Administrator is politics. Politics are not my area of expertise. The law is simple. Politics are complicated.
Relax. Ain't nothing I can
I'm
handle.
pleased to hear that. From everything I've heard, you're a competent freelancer. And at the risk of sounding impertinent, we desperately need the help of someone competent. Thank you for your time, Captain. If you're ready, I've authorized the Unreliable to land at the Grand Colonial.
Alright, I've got everything
Transmission terminated. Captain, we are now cleared to land at the Eridanos atmospheric complex.
Let's see. What can you tell me about Eridanos?
Eridanos is a hydrogen-helium gas giant, distinguished by a well-defined ring system. The Eridanos atmospheric complex is a system of land masses propelled through a thin layer of the upper atmosphere, where humans are potentially capable of surviving.
I don't know why they're trusting me to catch Halcyon.
There are several reasons why someone would hire your services. In descending order of likelihood, they are as follows: desperation, confusion, mistaken identity, inebriation, and genuine faith in your abilities.
Thanks, Ada. Like, I don't know why they hire your ass either. Alright, so we are going to... Oh, it's got a name. Accept. I don't know who I'm taking here.
We've touched down on the atmospheric complex in Eridanos.
Alright. I guess anybody that would be good on an investigation. Which leaves Sam out. Maybe Vicar? I mean, Pravarti's my favorite though. You know what? Maybe Nyoka and Pravarti. If it's brown, drink it down. Oh well. Alright.
Oh, Captain, it's beautiful up here. Could we get more jobs like this one?
I'll try to get that done. Problem is, this is the last DLC. Sad face.
Hello there. Hope your atmospheric entry wasn't too troublesome. As a guest of honor, you deserve the best in comfort. Sublight Salvage and Shipping Underground, or Slug, as we like to call ourselves, is delighted to welcome you to Eridanos. I'm the Grand Colonial Head Bellhop. I'm here to grab your bags and direct you, the Inspector, to the Grand Ballroom, which was the scene of the crime.
Can you fill me in on the details of the murder?
I was the one who found Helen's body in the Grand Ballroom. Corpse wasn't in the best shape. Aside from that, I don't know a whole lot. Helen was supposed to host the unveiling for Rizzo's newest product, Spectrum Brown. Until you catch the killer, the unveiling's been indefinitely postponed. Helen's death has been a shock for many. A lot of people are inconsolable. Hell, even Black Hole Birdie, Helen's beau, has wandered off. Some folks think he had something to do with the murder, but I don't believe it.
He did it. It's always the boyfriend.
I still don't understand why anyone would have it in for Ms. Helen.
Folks get heated when it comes to serials and their actors, I suppose.
Was she a divisive figure?
Not particularly. But I think some folks were jealous of her success, or otherwise viewed her as a threat. Reckon how she came about her fame didn't help.
How'd she get famous?
Why, she was a natural. People fell in love with her. She managed to wrangle up a following all on her own. She ended up about as famous and high-runged as your average VP, which rubbed a lot of Byzantines the wrong way. Actors ain't supposed to get preferential treatment. Let's see here. Oh, I already spoke briefly, but the spectrum unveiling, or lack thereof, it's still an awful shame. A lot of folks looking forward to that.
Thought you looked for slugs, not Rizzo's.
I do. Rizzo's happened to rent out the Grand Colonial Ballroom from Slug for the unveiling. A nice mutually beneficial event. But the murder's gone and ruined that. Along with 9 out of 10 of my favorite cereals. Anyway, I think I've held you up long enough. Once you're ready, head down to the lobby. The ballroom is just behind the elevators. Meanwhile, I'll grab your bags.
Great, thanks. I'll see you later. What's up with that hat? Still a nice looking place. Can I? Oh, it's just heavy. I don't need that really. This does look really nice.
Greetings, Inspector. No need to check in here. Your paperwork has all been processed. You should be able to find the Colonial right ahead.
Thank you.
I've been starting to play a little game as we travel. You might be a top runger if your hotel is taller than the highest mountain on Monarch.
I'm pretty sure this... Yeah, this is definitely taller than the tallest mountain on Monarch. Definitely. What?
It really is a terrible shame. I absolutely adored her cereals.
I almost can't imagine someone wretched enough to do such a thing. You don't think a dissident could be here, do you?
Get a hold of yourself. The administrator would never allow someone as dangerous as a dissident here. Eridanos is safe. This is all just a terrible coincidence.
Of course, you are absolutely right. I think the idea of a psychopath wandering among us is just making me nervous.
Ooh, feels like I'm breathing rich people air.
I'll bet you 10 bits this is all just some sort of publicity stunt.
Okay. Just wanted to be sure.
Black hole Bertie's disappeared, you know. That poor fellow must be inconsolable.
Oh, thank the law. Inspector, you don't know how relieved I am to see you.
Constable Keene? Nice to meet you. We spoke over the air.
Constable Maria Keene. It's good to meet you in person, Inspector.
Dr. Goodnight. Ecstatic to make your various acquaintances and so on? Are we finished with the pleasantries? There's something I'm excited to show you.
I'm guessing you're talking
What
about
body?
the body.
Oh, that. Goodness, no. This is far more interesting than Halcyon Helen's rapidly cooling corpse.
Our coroner has developed a device which may prove useful in your investigation. Our office has instructed her to hand it over to you.
Our office has instructed her to hand it over to you. Oh, please. You make it sound as if I'm turning over stolen goods. Behold, my discrepancy amplifier. Hold it in your hands. Feel the way it hums with ontological potential.
Interesting. I'm guessing this device makes use of the deterministic
You're rather
factors.
sharp in your upper story. I can see why you're the inspector. The discrepancy amplifier uses a deterministic model of our universe to detect the discrepancy between what should be and what actually is. Then it renders any discrepancies visible by using the power of magnification.
So it's a magnifying
Yes.
glass.
It's a magnifying glass, but an extraordinarily powerful one. It looks through the glass of reality itself.
I'm contractually prohibited from endorsing off-brand technology, but I'll bend that rule just this once. You'll want to peer into the amplifier and examine the crime scene.
Alright. Sorry. Wait, what?
The discrepancy amplifier is now optional. Greetings, designated inspector and/or unauthorized larcenist. This unit has detected a discrepancy related to Halcyon Helen. Unscheduled expiration of. Begin amplification.
That's even designed with a modular analytical system. What else can you do?
The discrepancy amplifier has been programmed with advanced speech recognition, scientific analysis, and deterministic calculus protocols.
Oh, you'll love this. Amplifier, tell the inspector about your features.
Please do not interrupt the discrepancy amplifier. The discrepancy amplifier is programmed to take instruction from its registered or designated inspector.
How curious. I must have set its impertinence levels to flagrant.
This unit's features include an automated personality simulator. This unit has been programmed to simulate joy, satisfaction in assisting you.
Alright, let's get started. Tell me about the discrepancy you found.
This is a bottle of unreleased Rizzo's product. It appears to have attempted to use it to spell something as she expired, but all she managed was a sticky bee.
What's the unreleased
Rizzo's Spectrum
product?
Brown has not yet been released for consumption. Spectrum Brown was scheduled to be unveiled at the Eridanos Atmosphere Complex in partnership with Halcyon Helen.
Think she was trying to spell the name
This
of her
hypothesis is plausible, but requires additional information.
And also a bee could send for anything. Like
Now
Spectrum Brown.
calculate the likelihood of Halcyon Helen using her final moments to endorse Rizzo's Spectrum Brown. Low to moderate likelihood.
Isn't Black Hole Bertle here?
Bertie Holcomb is a registered guest at the Grand Colonial Hotel.
Anybody else I should know?
Accessing guest database B. The Grand Colonial Hotel is proud to serve the following VIPs. Bertie, Black Hole, Burbage 3001.
Make a note of this for
This
later
evidence has
amplifier.
been recorded for later reference. Now generating pre-approved compliment. Splendid work, Inspector.
Thanks. Misa lag.
This footprint stands out from the normally spotless floor of the Grand Ballroom. Typically, the ballroom is cleaned twice daily. This must have been made by either Helen or her assailant or assailants.
Yes, discrepancy amplifier. Please analyze the footprints and.
It is a tailor-made 8.75, suggesting that its owner was very particular about their shoe size. It's also the exact size that Halcyon Helen typically prefers. There are traces of dirt throughout the footprint.
Amplifier, can you analyze
The dirt carries traces of fertilizer, as well as the faint signs of cracked purpleberries and grass. Grass, fertilizer, and purpleberries can all be found in the purpleberry orchards, located not far from the Grand Colonio.
So Helen must have been at the orchard
This
before she
deduction
died.
appears sound.
Good work, Inspector. I had a feeling we'd make some progress once we brought you onto the case. You'll need Administrator Ludovico to grant you access to the orchards. Contact him through the secure access terminal in your penthouse suite. Check in with the concierge. Your room should be ready by now. If it isn't, I may have to go shake someone by the collar.
We got 10 points available. What am I gonna use it for? Oh, sneak's getting boosted. I'm about to say, what the hell? Why'd I have 74 and I forgot that's a boost? Let's see. I guess persuade maybe. Melee's pretty good. Yeah, no, why is it not letting me? Oh, I got double tap it. God dang it. Oh, it does not let me do it. Oh, never mind. I can't do that. It's cool. Medical science, engineering. I guess engineering just because it's my lowest stat that I can actually do. Intimidate. It should be high enough. Oh, there's also inspiration. That's good. Let's do vert because I want to get that extra point back from you. And then apparently we have a perk available. Let's see. What's that? I thought the max that I did. That's for improvised weapons. Oh, let's do that. Alright.
I knew I should have gotten her autograph when I had the chance.
Staring at her won't bring her back, folks.
Facts. Hello.
I'm sorry, sir, but while the hotel is an active crime scene, I regret to inform you that all new bookings, room upgrades, room downgrades, and in-room massages are suspect. Oh, you're the special inspector. Mr. Kincannon warned me you'd be checking in soon.
Right, do you happen to have my room key?
Ah, yes. We are most pleased to offer you our grandest of grand accommodations, Inspector. The penthouse suite on our topmost floor is now available for you. The last guest left her belongings behind when she vacated unexpectedly, so we needed a little time to tidy the suite up for you. Simply call the elevator in the lobby, and our highly skilled operator will deliver you to your private floor with efficiency and cheer.
You've got some high-profile guest here, right? What can you tell me about that?
My apologies, Inspector, but that would be a severe violation of guest privacy. We here at the Grand Colonial firmly believe that... All right, my supervisor just walked out of earshot. Some folks just don't understand the importance of gossip. About whom?
Facts.
And what would you wish to know?
Ooh. Did you notice anything about Halcyon Helen before she
You
died?
know, out of everyone here, I probably knew the least about Helen. I'm not much of an Aether Wave watcher myself. And Helen always had a crowd of admirers chasing her, you see. So she rarely stopped to chat. Friendly enough, surely, but always seemed untouchable. Emphasis on seemed.
Did you ever see her act strangely?
Now that you mention it, she was usually calm and collected, but every so often I'd see her looking all wild-eyed and intense. It seemed as if she was determined about something. Or maybe she was just hungry. That woman ordered a lot of food. Maybe show business gives you a faster metabolism.
Or someone else is in the room. Heard Black Hole Birdie was staying here.
Birdie. Is he bigger than he is dumb, or dumber than he is big? I've a bet with a friend. Not sure we'll ever get it to pay out. Birdie used to be Helen's beau, though he isn't anymore, and not just because she's dead. If I had 1,000,000 bits, I'd spend every one just to learn what caused their split.
Helen's co-star, Warwich, correct? He have any reason to want her dead?
If looks could kill, he'd have put her in the ground 10 times over. Man's clearly jealous of her success compared to his. See, I'd bet we're the only two people thinking about him in all of Eridanos. And I only am because you mentioned his name. If you leave woolly cow milk out, it turns to curds. Leave the curds out, they begin to get stale, then rot. Woolridge is on his way to the trash bin, and everyone knows it. Either he's in denial, or he knew Helen would be checking out soon, judging by his increasing demands for a room upgrade.
That's enough
That's a
gossip for
shame,
now.
Inspector. What if I wanted to know a little about you?
I'm a freelance captain, changing the colony, one high-stakes encounter at a time.
Dashing gunslinger type, then. I'm sure the investigation will turn out splendidly in your hands. Or at least Mr. Kincannon seems confident enough to believe so.
The Grand Colonial sure is,
It
interesting.
certainly is a marvel of modern ingenuity, luxury, and ambition. Please, allow me to answer any curiosities you might have about our building and the amenities on offer.
What does the penthouse have
Twice
to
the
offer?
size of the next biggest room, and kitted out with any amenity you want, as well as many that you won't. Best to enjoy it while you can, Inspector. Typically, the only people who can afford the penthouse suite have enough bits to suffocate everyone on Terra 2. Also, please inform me if Woolridge gives you a hard time about getting a better room than his. Don't tell him I said this, but everyone on staff wants to strangle him.
Is there anything special about the upper level?
Certainly. All the important folks can be found in the upmost parts of the hotel. You can hardly walk 3 feet without bumping into a tossball grate or a bored exec. Though maybe don't bump into them. Could be harmful to your health.
No one seems to talk much about the lower floors
Who
of
would
the
be
hotel.
interested in a staff-only area? Most folks never ask about the sewers beneath Arizo's plant, either.
You can't honestly tell me there's nothing of interest in an entire half of the
Of
hotel.
interest to your investigation? Well, I suppose there is that one door we're not supposed to open. But I'm sorry, Inspector, I'm not authorized to grant you access to any staff sections of the hotel. You'll have to find a way in on your own.
That's
If
enough
you're
about the hotel. Goodbye.
We should try to solve the puzzle hedges in the orchards.
Hello there, my inordinately esteemed guest. If my hello were any more earnest, this speaker would explode. Authorized floor, can I bring you to?
Bring me to the penthouse suite.
The finest seat in the house.
Hello. Oh, and everybody here? Yeah. Jumping on the couch. Yeah. Why are there clothes here? Y'all didn't clean this. Shame. What everybody got to say?
I'm leaving my shoes on.
You do that, Ellie.
I do love all the wall space. So much room for trophies.
Put them up.
Do you think it's strange that I kinda miss Ada?
No, it is cool.
Did you know the smoke from high society cigarettes is 10.7% more likely to leave odor and discoloration in fabrics than other leading brands?
I did not.
Cereals are used by the board to control what the colonists think about reality. Quite a powerful thing.
It is.
This room ain't so bad. I could get used to this.
So we got our workbench, got everything up here, huh? The kitchen. It's someone needs to wash the dishes. So, I really don't like this thing out all the time. That's better. Hmm. What is this? Oops. Dark. So this is early model included a speaker that would emit. Look at that! At loud decibels, this feature has been disabled. Intraceable highlight precision +1. Headshot on weak spot plus 15 bonus. What's my helmet do? Damage to creatures is plus 25%. Alright, is there anything else to check out here? Really?
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Oh, really? Which spot do I analyze? Show me. Wait.
The imprint left inside this suitcase matches the silhouette of Halcyon Helen's handgun, the Needler. The weapon was recently removed.
Why was it up here?
Helen, where did we go wrong? Oh, Lo, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean for... Helen, I love you. I love you so much.
Early signs pointing toward him, that means he didn't do it. Messages from Minister Ludovico. Message Helen, thank you for choosing the Eridanos complex as your site for next publicity and marketing campaign. By endorsing the Spectrum Brown product, you are aligning yourself with the revolution in the leisure beverage market. Indeed, in the culture of Halcyon itself, we're going to change the world together. Let's see. This one must be important. From the profit of profitability. Alright. Helen, I don't understand why you and I must be enemies. Are we not both branches on the same tree of privilege? You command audiences with your masterly performance on the Aether Wave, and I command the attention of our corporate leaders. We're both cultural icons with a responsibility to set a good example. I'm disappointed to discover you betrayed my seminars publicly, and on records. I take particular umbrage in your characterization of my most recent seminar, spearheading your project, How to Motivate Your Workforce Using Ancient Weaponry, as a, and I quote, non-essential vanity project from a dyed-in-the-wool buffoon. These are fighting words. Expect to hear from my personal auditor soon. Sincerely, profitability, Profitov. Money can't buy happiness, and others lie we tell ourselves. A new seminar by the Prophet of Profitability coming soon. Kanan now? Miss Bellamy, you're a talented actor. I've enjoyed all your roles across the years. I'm especially fond of your performance in Terror on Monarch. Ludovico doesn't appreciate the serials. Maybe that's why he never knows when he's being played. He thinks you're here to endorse Spectrum Brown. Your performance has him fooled. I have a feeling I know what you're up to. It's always a little disappointing when the audience is a few steps ahead of the plot. Best of luck, Cedric. In light of recent unfortunate events regarding the passing of a beloved cultural icon, we at the Grand Colonial have doubled the number of armed guards for only a small security surcharge. Surcharge not refundable. The Grand Colonial is not responsible for death or dismemberment that occurs on the hotel grounds. Right on. Where does this go? Is this necklace a clue? No. No, it is not. Alright, let's go to this thing.
Inspector, I understand you've visited the scene of the crime. Halcyon Helen was an important cultural icon. She will be sorely missed.
Alright. You mean Ruth Bellamy, Halcyon Helen?
Halcyon Helen was more than a character. She was a brand. Her death will now be associated with Rizzo's Spectrum Brown. You understand why that worries me.
I get it. You don't want to be responsible for it.
I do not. Spacer's Choice has that market cornered. Back to the matter at hand. Tell me about your investigation.
I've got a lead. I can't tell you why, but I need access to
your discretion is appreciated. I admit, I'm beginning to feel more confident in this arrangement. Here, I'm granting you access through the gates to the orchards. You're officially authorized to see this investigation through to the end. There is one caveat. Cedric's being rather intransigent about letting you into the spaceport. Possibly he's trying to hide something. Possibly he wants to annoy me. Possibly both.
So he locks the doors the moment an investigator arrives. That's not suspicious at all.
I agree with the sentiment behind your snide remark. Unfortunately, the Piraeus spaceport is Cedric's purview, not mine. You have a lead to chase. Law speed, Inspector.
I'll be back. Alright. We're going to stop it there for right now. I'll be right back a little bit later. But I'm going to keep these in little chunks of like 45 to 50 minutes. DLC's not very long. So hope you guys enjoyed that, and we'll be back next time. My name is Legend Greatness. Strive for greatness in everything you guys do, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace!